Hello guys and welcome back to Network Gaming. This is episode 2 of our Civilization Beyond Earth playthrough as Franco-Iberia. So, let's continue. We were just setting up that thing over there to excavate this little place, thing, whatever. I just thought I'm going to have to bring that explorer back home after he finishes that so that he can do this one, because you only get a certain number of expedition modules with each explorer before you have to bring them back home and refill them, as it were. So that's going to be a bit of a pain in the bum. What are we researching? Physics, that's fine. Yep, okay. Next turn. So we're building this colonist. Ooh, siege worm. Right, move back inside. We'll build a generator there. So I'm just going to have a quick look. I am holding steady with most of the other guys. This is the only city that's larger than mine, so I'm pretty happy with that, considering I'm building a colonist right now. So, you know, good. We are still ahead of everybody. How many more turns? 2. Good. Unit needs orders. Let's just fortify him and wait and see what happens. Should explore up here as well, I think.
Consider a simple problem, such as navigation in a spaceship approaching light speed.
Ooh, cool. Good stuff. Now we've got the Ranger unit, which is the first. It's like an archer in Civ 5. It's a ranged unit, which is useful. Okay. Let's see. What do we want next? I'm going to go for genetic mapping, just because I want the first purity bonus. Because when you get 1 purity, you aliens won't attack explorer units, which is a good thing. Your expedition team has salvaged the wreckage of a crashed satellite of some kind. Many useful scrap materials that give your city of liqueur a boost of 80 production, which should bring us up to colonist in 1 turn. That's great. Great news. Damn it, I left these unprotected. Oh good, they didn't take it. I find that the aliens are much less interested in harassing civilian units. As for where we're going to build this city, down here would be good. I can even plop it in that miasma and get rid of it, but and that would make quite a lot of food, but not much production. So let's see over here. This is quite a good production area, but food would be a little bit of a problem. But I'm okay with that. We're going to keep things quite close for now. So let's guard that as we go. Quest update, found 1 outpost. We're going to do that now. We want a trade depot so we can trade with Palatine. And we've got some aliens up here. Ah, there we go, resource pod. Excellent. Grab that. Oh, 60 energy. Let's see if we can buy anything. Purchase. We can purchase a miasmic repulsor, which could be useful, but not really at the moment, so we're going to leave that for now. We can purchase a ranger, a soldier, an explorer. None of that stuff seems useful right now. I am going to purchase an ultrasonic fence, and the reason why I'm going to purchase that is ultrasonic fences, let's just show the buildings. Ultrasonic fences prevent alien units from approaching within 2 tiles of the city, but also, and this is the thing I'm more interested in, when you get the decision that decides, you know, how you want to enhance that ability, one of the options is that your trade units can't be attacked by aliens, and that is so useful because it means that I can trade through alien-infested areas in the early game without having my stuff destroyed, which is really useful. Anyway, we're going to plot down the city. Oh, I received a free soldier unit. Sweet. Let's have a look. Good, there's no alien hive up there, so that's fine. Maybe I went for this a bit early. Oh well. Let's build a farm over there. So, cities begin the game... Oh, those are a bit close, actually. No, that's a bit foolish of me. Anyway, I should have put the city here. Even then, it's still a bit close. Cities begin the game when you plot them down as outposts, which are literally just an unpacked colony module. And what happens is, over time, as they grow quite fast, as they grow, they start sort of controlling the squares around them. They start with control of 1. And when they've got all 6 squares around them, or hexes around them, they become a full-fledged city. So you have to defend them during that time. They're quite vulnerable. Which is, I don't know, I guess that's pretty an interesting little mechanic. Wow, I want to get out of there as soon as possible. That guy's probably going to die. Now that we've completed our ultrasonic fence, we've found a new application for the technology. At the moment, the fence is static, with a reach that goes beyond what we originally predicted. However, if we reverse the polarity, it will decrease the ultrasonic circumference, allowing the fence to become mobile, like a personal shield. So we stick to the original design, or embrace the unexpected and create something new. So if we keep the original design, we get +1 repel range from ultrasonic fences. I don't really want that. Instead, I want trade convoys will not be attacked by alien units, because that gives us an awful lot of power to, you know, make sort of trade routes to these places without being attacked. I wish I hadn't walked there. That was foolish. Also, I should have bought this home bought that home so that I could go after this derelict settlement. But there goes that. Oh well. Let's see. What do we want to build now? I guess we want to build another explorer yet again. Yeah, explorer, then a trade convoy. I've discovered Kia Gungan. Whatever. 2 culture and 2 science to any city that establishes a trade route. Cool. There's another siege worm. I'm not going up there. Okay. Siege worms. Jesus. They are ridiculously powerful. They have 60 strength, whereas your standard little unit has 10. Also, here's another cool thing. I mean, obviously anyone who's been following this game will know this, but you upgrade your units into more powerful variants through the affinity mechanics, and it's really cool to see your all your units start to look like genuinely part of a uniform army. It's really quite a cool mechanic. I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, enough of the fanboy gushing over this. Let's fortify there. Next turn. So we've got quite a large... This inland sea is what I regard as my territory. General Vadim Kozlov. I'm not getting in a war right now. No. Sorry. Why would I fight a war straight away? It's silly. Develop a virtue. So if we develop one of these virtues, plus 10 production towards building sounds good. We get a free virtue from this synergy over here in order to get that. Next turn. 19 turns until the next virtue. We've got an updated quest and an explorer. Build an expedition at the crash site. Ooh, a spacecraft plummeted through our atmosphere. Let's go down there and do that. And let's build a train convoy. And that way we can do this one, come back through, pick up another expedition, and move over here and do that one. That shouldn't be too bad. One thing I do wish they'd include in this game is a little clock. That would be really useful. I know there's a mod out already to do that, but I would have appreciated it from the get-go, frankly. So, each affinity has special units, and those take up special resources associated with each affinity. With the supremacy affinity, it was this, Firaxite. Whereas with purity, I believe it's floatstone, this stuff. And I've got a good supply of either, so I could go either way, but I'm going to go for purity because I haven't done that yet. For the other affinity, harmony, you need this, xenomass, which generally sits underneath hives, alien hives. And that makes it a bit difficult to be a peaceful harmonist, because you've either got to clear alien hives to sort of get that bonus, to get at the resource, or you have to find naturally occurring ones, which are much smaller. Look, this is a one without a hive on top of it. It's got 2 xenomass. This one is one with a hive on top. It's got 9, so it's much more useful to just shunt the xenos off. But that obviously makes them hate you, which is not the point of being a harmonist. Discovered Fort Barker, that's very nice, but I don't really care. Let's move you in here and construct an expedition. And we'll put a generator here, why not? Let's go next turn. I think I put too many generators around here. Let's not do that, actually. Let's do a farm. Okay, this thing is 2 squares away from being complete. That's cool. Still building that trade convoy. Sit you on top of them. Right, let's go for the culture per turn. I like these virtues, I like them coming thick and fast, and that vastly increases the speed that they're going to come to us at. And let's build a cyto nursery. We might build our second settler once this grows to 6. I think that might be a good time to do it, to keep things moving in the right direction. We don't really have anything to do. Oh, we salvaged the crashed satellite, which gives us 80 production, which is great. Now we can move back, grab a new expedition module, and go over here and have a look at that. So quest decision. The stewards at our cyto nursery are reporting a monumental discovery. Through the study and hybridization of the indigenous fauna, we've managed to create a bioorganic mesh which mimics their cellular division. Integrating the mesh into our production would speed things along tremendously, and unfortunately it takes a rather long time to create, so there's only so much to go around. We'll have to decide how to best distribute it. So you can either have plus 5% production for military units from cyto nurseries, or plus 1 production from cyto nurseries. I'm going to go with the plus 1 production because I like generalist things rather than specifically militaristic ones. And Prosperite has become a full-fledged city, which is great news. So we can build an old Earth relic first of all, and then we'll get that worker across to do some work over there. Asylum or settlement. There were survivors aboard the spacecraft. They were human once, but now they are something different. We are calling them the Augmented. Like us, they settled a new planet, but where our world sustains life, their world was harsh and violent. They tried to adapt by incorporating technology in their flesh, but in the end, even technology would not let them thrive in their new home. The Augmented wish to live on our world. Shall we grant them refuge in our cities? Or shall we let them fend for themselves on this new world? Excuse me. We'll grant them refuge, because that gives us a purity option. And what we'll do here is build a trade convoy so that we can send a trade convoy over to prosperite. Or prosperity. Prosperity. Yeah, okay. Not prosperite. Oops. I didn't notice the little flicks. Found one outpost. I've got to found a new outpost so they can settle there. So that's perfect. We'll build a settler after this. Again, I think you're probably noticing by now the way that the this sort of keeps the game moving with the little, you know, quests and stuff. It's quite useful, quite interesting. So let's bring these guys back up here and do next turn. We need more health. That's one thing we definitely need to focus on.
If you're going to rejigger an organism's genotype, you should give it the courtesy of reading its manual first. How much joy can this new planet hold, when all I can think of is everything I've left behind?
They're very nostalgic. Aliens will not attack tiles with Explorer units, and new upgrades are available for my units. So I get to upgrade my soldiers to Marines, and you get to choose a single perk that they get whilst leveling up. It's very, it's almost a combination of Civ 5 and XCOM, really. So I'm going to go with... I go plus 15 when attacking, because... well, I'm going to be using these guys quite a lot, and I need them to be strong, powerful. So we're going to move this worker unit back over here so that we can improve prosperity. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm not very good at French, so, you know. In fact, I don't know any French, so, you know, forgive me. Gene Garden. That would be useful, actually. But I remember needing to build... Let's have a look at the quests and victories. I need to build a biofuel plant building. So I need to look for how to research that, because I'd be interested in going after that. Or I could just research chemistry and do that. But a biofuel plant building... I'm only looking in the first ring, because if it's beyond the first ring, I'm not going to bother getting it. Yep, it's not in the first ring, so screw it. We'll go for chemistry, because it gives us laboratories, and those will be useful. Libraries. Okay. As you upgrade your units, they get these little chevrons above them, which show how upgraded they are. Not particularly useful, to be honest, but, you know, it's there. Kill that unit. Just for the experience. So if we move in there, see our expedition modules has gone back up to 1, so now we can start moving over to this site. Let's go to the next turn. Now that we have 1 purity, aliens won't attack tiles with Explorer units on them, which is really quite useful. Let's move this back in here, because it means that I can harvest these things with impunity. I'm going to plop down a farm, and also do that to gain some extra production in both Prosperity and Liqueur. So let's have a look at this. And I'm going to build a farmer lab, because I'm quite worried about the health situation. And then we're going to go after the next colonist, I think. I shouldn't have done that. I should have stayed out of miasma. Oh well. Gonna heal this guy up, just for 1 turn. Okay, we're going to move over here. And you're going to fortify, because you've got nothing to do right now. We may very well plop a city down somewhere here, or somewhere along here, because there's a good amount of resources there. Admittedly, the mountains are sort of annoying, but to be honest, I don't really mind. Let's move up here. Develop a virtue. +1 health for every 6 population in a city, quite useful. I'm going to go for this, just because health's quite important to me right now. So our little trade convoys are moving across the landscape, just fine. And now we get to sit on this thing and just investigate it. We're going to build a clinic for the health bonus. Okay. They are pretty damaged, to be honest, but we can get that done in time, so that's fine. Kill 10 alien units. Our specialists are hurrying to unlock the secrets of the ecosystem on this planet, particularly the alien creatures. They require materials for their research and development and will reward us well for keeping them in good supply. I don't really have a problem with doing that, so let's move our troops around and look for some aliens to kill. Quest update. Oh, that's what I just read. Right, let's get rid of that then. Okay. So, again, it's rather a slow start, actually. But we do look... Ooh, they're quite big. We look to be keeping at the same level as the AI, so I'm quite happy with that. That's fine. Can I build a plantation up there? Let's have a look up here, see if we can find any aliens to kill for resources and stuff. Research-wise, we're going to go for genetic design and then alien gen... Oh, no, that's far too expensive at this point. Let's go for engineering. It's nice and cheap. Choose production. I'm going to go for recycler because it increases production. And production is king in this game. And in every Civ game, really. Well, science is king, then production. But, whatever. There's another siege worm. There's no enemies around. That's annoying. Oh, we can. Construct a plantation. And move these guys up north. Ah, there's an enemy. We'll kill him. He'll go towards the total. I wonder where these things spawned from, because there's no alien nest up there. Maybe they can just spawn randomly. So no one's attacking this still, which is great. Really useful to be able to do that. Just plop it in the middle of alien territory and let it go. Okay, once this recycler is built, we'll build a new colonist. Let's kill these guys. Easy. Right. And they can come down here in the next few turns. Okay, these guys are a bit far away from base. We're going to move them back. Your expedition team discovers survivors in the derelict settlement. Their refugees gratefully agree to settle in your city of Liqueur, raising its population by 1. That's cool. That's very useful. Researching new technology as well. Awesome. Let's move back home so that we can heal. And we'll do disciplined for our upgrade. Let's move back over here. And let's choose our research. That's not it. Where's biofuel? Mass digester, biofactory. That's not right. Biofuel plant. It's that one. Okay. I need to get to there, but that's far too far in advance of where I am now, so I'm not going to go for that right now. I'm going to go for... Nope. Water refinery. Nope. Nope. Can do that for the culture bonuses. and produce a recycler over here. Got 4 health, that's pretty good. It's not bad. Okay, we're going to start expanding over here because I want to grab land before the ARC do. And we're going to do a colonist. Move these guys home. Move these guys home. And a quest decision. Better living through chemistry. Earth's pharmaceutical industry was at its peak during the 21st century. While the drugs of that time were severely limited in ability, they did open our mind, singular, to the full potential of pharmaceuticals. Now that our pharma lab is functional, our technology has finally caught up with that potential. We just have to decide how best to utilize it. Enhanced function or life extension. Again, I'm going to use health. I'm sort of focusing in really heavily there, but health is really useful. Having more cities is better than having +1 research from some tiny thing that you build in a couple cities. Well, probably in all cities, but still. It's better this way. Next turn. Should really let this guy heal, to be honest. That would probably be much better. So I'm going to move him there and wait so that we can jump straight across this miasma next turn. Pop this guy in here. Do next turn. Okay. Going to fortify them and do the next turn. Yeah, just like in every Civ game, there's a lot of skipping turns in the early game while you wait for stuff to build or finish building. There's some good sources of titanium around us, which is useful. Yeah. Okay. That marine should probably just sit in there and wait for his health to come back up, so we're going to do that. Next turn. Lalibela does the same thing that Palatine does. And also the way this the station thing works is they level up whenever you finish a trade route with the station, so that's 20 turns, I think. So I get more of a reward as I use it more and more, which is cool. It's a good way of doing it. Next turn. There we go. Right. Quest decision. With the depot now built, we have been able to amass an adequate surplus of resources. The question is, what to do with our abundance of goods? Do we send it to our factories or allow merchants freedom to trade with it? We will use it for production, I think. Develop another virtue. We can do minus 40% science penalty from number of cities for new technologies. Which should drive our costs, our technology costs down just a little bit. I'll hold these guys in there for a turn. Yeah, there's also a lot of... I'm sorry I keep this this display on, but I think it's much easier for me to see what exactly I'm building my cities near with this display on. This convoy is going to go back to Palatine, and this time we get 6 culture per turn because we completed that route. And then the next tier, we get 10 culture, which is much, much better. Right. We're going to move south with these guys because I want to check what's down this coast. Oh, there's only that bit. Well, we'll check anyway. Why not? Here we're going to build a trade depot. This explorer's still healing up. hard to find good neighbors on this planet. I'd like to establish a cooperation agreement. Why not? Go for it. They live over... Oops. They live over here, so I have no problem cooperating with them for a while. That's fine. Okay, we can now move these guys out again. We're going to move them around this huge patch of miasma here. Move these guys south. And this colonist unit. Now, we could use it to set up over here. I am quite a fan of this area, although it is quite deserty, but it's got these floodplains which will provide food. However, production won't be that good. I mean, when I put down a well there and a thing here, it might be. But, the other option is here, or somewhere up here. And I think I'm going to go here, because I want to move towards the Americans just so that they can't claim this area here. So I'm going to use this explorer to cover the colonist unit. And we're going to build a... Ooh. No, we're going to build a gene vault. Let's do that. Hopefully no one builds it before I do. That's one of the most frustrating things in Civilization, is when someone finishes your wonder before you. Especially if it was the linchpin of your plans. Nothing more annoying. Prosperity has grown. Awesome. We're going to build a farmer lab there for the health benefits. I'm going to move these guys around here. Ooh, a pack explorer. That suggests to me that Pac is on the same continent as us, which is means this continent's pretty damn large. I mean, I know these two are on the same continent as me, as well as this guy, but that makes this continent most of the civilizations, and then these, maybe these three, or even these two. How have they got aircraft? Also, there's a bug in the this release version of the game, in that I can see how many you can see cities with aircraft in them from across the map, which is a bit silly, but yeah, whatever. They've got aircraft already. That's oh, maybe I'm a little behind. Let's move this guy around here. We need to be more aggressive in our expansion, that means, and that's fine. We can do that just fine. Okay, I think I'm going to end this episode here, because we've got off to quite a good start. I need to be wary of resting on my laurels, because I am playing on a harder difficulty than I was before. Yeah, I think it's going well. Anyway, I do hope you enjoy this series and that you stick with it. Please consider leaving a like, and I hope to see you again next time. See you soon, guys.